Okay, the Senate Homeland Security Committee moving forward now with its investigation of Joe Biden's son, Hunter, despite objections from Democrats. In a party line vote, the committee authorizing a subpoena for documents related to Hunter Biden's consulting work in Ukraine. Let's bring in Ken Starr now, former independent counsel and a Fox News contributor. Ken, good morning to you. Great to have you here this morning. So where ultimately do you believe Republicans will get with this?
Well, we don't know, but what we do know is that Chairman Ron Johnson is really, America is open for business again, other than New York. And he's now open for business again. This is actually a continuation of a long-running investigation. So we've been on hold. And all this flurry represents is, whoops, Ukraine is back. But Ukraine never really went away. And so I view this as just accountability. And as Senator Johnson has said on Fox News, let's just get these facts. And if there's no there, but why all the protesting? Why don't we just get these documents in good order and analyze them and so forth? Final point on this. What we do know is that this firm, Blue Star, did make arrangements for Burisma, which is a corrupt company in Ukraine, to have meetings with the Justice Department and the State Department in Washington, D.C. during an election year. Let's just find out the fact. Maybe they were innocent, maybe they weren't.
This is the point that Senator Ron Johnson makes. He says he could have actually done this all quickly, had the documents turned over, and moved on. But he claims that Democrats are throwing a hissy fit, and their objections, quite frankly, he says, have left him suspicious. He says now it's about getting to the truth. Here's Senator Ron Johnson.
Because the American people need to know the truth. We certainly have uncovered corruption within the Obama administration. Well, we'll get the documents, and we'll see what is in the documents. Yeah, I'm not the one that made a big deal of this. I would have quietly issued a subpoena to Andrei Teleshenko, got the documents, and moved on. Same thing here. But the Democrats are objecting, and I think maybe they're protesting too much.
So is he hitting on something there, Ken? I mean, he makes the case that it appears we've struck a nerve.
It would appear that way. You say Hunter Biden and the Democratic side of the aisle goes crazy. But even Hunter Biden, serving on the Burisma board, later said that was an exercise in poor judgment on his part. Well, why is that? Because Burisma was corrupt. And now we're talking about Burisma, not in the Ukraine. We're talking about Burisma's activities in Washington, D.C. during an election year. This is accountability. This is fact-finding. That's what the Senate should do. And I applaud Senator Johnson just saying, let's get the facts. This is a continuation of what began literally months ago. So it's a restart.
To that point, when you see Democrats making their objections to this, they make the case that this threatens the integrity of the 2020 elections and undermines national security. To that, you say what, Ken?
That it's nonsense. How can it affect anything other than we will know what happened in 2016? Why did Hunter Biden go on that board? It's a very important question. Highly important because he was, of course, acting without all that many credentials. We've talked about that before. And now what we're talking about specifically, so let's just be very direct, Burisma in Washington and trying to use its influence in Washington, D.C. We deserve to know that. We deserve to know, and Senator Johnson, I think, again, is to be commended. He's long been a friend of Ukraine. He wants to see strong U.S.-Ukraine relationships. And I think, if anything, this buttresses our relationship with President Zelensky and the new reform government in Ukraine. So don't be afraid of the truth, Democrats. Let's just see what the facts are.
Final thoughts, more broadly speaking, Ken, since this is the first time we've had a chat with you in a while, on President Trump and Republicans making the case more broadly that the Trump campaign and the incoming Trump administration was being targeted by the outgoing Obama White House with the most recently declassified list of names and turned over documents. What do you have to say on that this morning, Ken?
These are very troubling revelations. The meeting in the White House, now somewhat infamous because of the now infamous Susan Rice email? Why did she write that email on Inauguration Day to essentially cover the President Obama's tracks? Let's go by the book. I mean, you can just see lawyers guiding the formation of that email written 2 weeks later to essentially say Jim Comey was expressing these concerns about General Flynn. But by the way, this is another aspect, I think, of where things went very badly awry. And Jim Comey is largely to blame, not exclusively to blame, because Jim Comey refused to do what a responsible director of the FBI would do, which is to be honest, to be transparent. If, it's a big if, he had concerns about General Flynn, if he did, they were unfounded. He should have shared those with the incoming administration, but he didn't. He arrogated power to himself. And so this was just part of this larger mosaic. They were trying to understand, why did the transition not occur from President Obama to President Trump in a smooth way? Why, indeed, were there investigations going on of the Trump transition? There are so many questions to be answered. And so let's get to the answers.
Well, it is far from over. Great to get your thoughts and analysis on all that this morning. Great to see you. Ken Starr, thank you.